Well, I'm Josh Niblett. I'm the head football coach at Gainesville High School, and this is our weight room. And so we consider it more of a performance center than we do just a weight room. The various things that we're able to do here, just kind of how we designed it, from rack to space. We're very fortunate to have the space that we do have in here. And so for us to be able to get what we get out of it with our workouts with our players, we're especially thankful to Rogers just because of the design of the weight room. And we worked hand in hand together with everything. For us, the square footage is 10,000 square feet, which is, for high school, is pretty large. And as you can see, we filled it up, with a lot of weights. But for us, how we do our workouts and how we set everything up, we like all of our racks to be self-contained. Because we work off a block system when we work, so our guys kind of rotate with it. So every station's kind of set up when they come in that day, and they'll rotate from block 1 to block 2 to block 3. So we want them to be able to have their work done in that one spot, so they don't have to travel all over the place as far as the weight room goes. And so these racks that we have been huge to our success in the weight room, once we got installed at the 1st of June. The research that was done by Coach Lindsay with Rogers, understanding the level at which Rogers makes all their field equipment, and then now they're working within the weight room setting. You knew it was going to be quality. And so when we got these racks in and the bars, the weights, and we got everything in, then you could really see the attention to detail, and then the quality of the weights, but also the racks, because I'm really big on that. We want stuff that's going to be durable. We want stuff that's going to last. Well, I think the biggest thing, there's certain little things about the racks, you may not see with the eye, like just a normal eye, but if you're a guy that's a strength guy, you look at them because it's all about space. It's about not having stuff all over the place. It's about guys having a chance to do what they need to do within the rack, but not have to avoid something, dodge something. And we do a lot around our racks. If you look at our boxes, they're tucked underneath because now we don't have plate loads down on the bottom, so they're suspended. A lot of people don't have that on their racks. That's one thing Rogers and Pendleton have on their racks that's second to none from anybody else. The other thing was making sure that we were able to get all of our weights put up on the racks like we wanted them, make sure we had sleeves for every bar that we use. We wanted to make sure that the safety racks were long enough. We want to have landmine attachments, band attachments. So everything that we could think of, all the bells and whistles, we want to have on the rack, and they were able to display that for us. And I think for the most part, first of all, it was about the players. And we wanted to make sure, it was something that when they walked in here, they were like, wow. But it demands our players to take care of it. It demands our players' attention. It demands them to make sure they put the weights back up every day and make sure it's cleaned up the way it's supposed to be. And then for the community, it's just knowing how serious we are about not only, this isn't just about football, it's about all of our athletes. What are we doing to take our athletes to another level from a strength and performance standpoint that allows them to be really good on game day, that keeps them healthy, that allows them an opportunity to win matchups, to win competition. And so for us, that's what this room does. And I think our community is excited about all the things that we're doing. It's not what people say to you, it's not what they do to you, it's how they make you feel. And I think through the whole process, Joel's done an unbelievable job of helping us feel like we're the only ones getting a weight room, And that was important to us, was to making sure that, we were all on the same page. And I think Rogers and Pendleton have done a really good job of making sure everything was like we wanted it, the specs of it, how do we want the bench? What kind of rack do we want? The jammers, how are we going to use those as far as the attachments go? Because there were certain things that we said, hey, we got to have this in the rack. And they did a really good job of designing it, putting it together. And I don't think there's anything in here that we don't have that we want. But Rogers and Pendleton have been unbelievable. The partnership that we've had with them, we'd use them again, and excited about what we're going to continue to do here and continue to improve what we're doing because of what they've done for us.